I will dive in straight away to the demo. Okay, so let me just minimize this screen and I show you the samples that I have. Okay, so okay, what you have here actually is the demo samples that I've prepared initially for let me just open up the file from. Okay, so similar to last week, I'm using the same forms as well. So this is actually I think it was a job application form that I downloaded from the internet. Okay, at the end of the day, you see that there is actually a signature column here, okay, where you can actually place your signature onto it. So what a lot of people do is definitely they print it out, they physically sign it, and then they find a scanner to scan it back into the computer. So this under work from home or work from anywhere situation, it is a difficult task to maneuver and to perform. So that's where I explain to you how digital signature on eCopy PDF Pro work. So this is how I've actually captured, okay, my digital signature, and using the click of a button, I'm able to just basically place my signature, okay, onto the documents, okay, and then I have just signed the document. So as you can see, the signature itself is actually a transparent signature. Of course, how I do it is, first of all, I scan it onto I sign it onto a piece of blank paper. I scan it using a copier machine, okay, using Canon's copier machine. And then after that, I import it into the computer and I do it. So today, I'm going to run through with you some of the, one of the quick ways that that you can do this digital signature. Let me just clear this away. Okay, just delete the signature field. Okay, so let's start with adding a new signature. Okay, move this out of the way. Okay, so here, this is when you click this plus button here on eCopy PDF Pro, it allows you to create a new signature scheme. So I like the word, okay, I like the word Phua Chu Kang, okay. The company Phua Chu Kang Private Limited. Okay, so I can just give it a name, the scheme title, and then this is the director's signature. Okay, I just put in the director's signature, just click next. Okay, now that you have created the signature tool, okay, what you need to do now is you have to create the identity that signs this document. Okay, so inside here, definitely because I already have a couple of signature identity that I've created, but if you are doing it for the first time, you will see that this is actually a blank icon. So when it's a blank icon, you can actually create a new icon. Okay, just click this new ID here, and then you can choose create a self-signed digital signature ID. Okay, what you do is, when you do this, you can have two ways of creating this digital ID. Okay, one is you can choose the digital ID file where it will ask you where you want to save this digital ID file, or you can create directly into the Windows Certificate Store. Okay, so when I create this into the Windows Certification Store, okay, it will ask me for the digital ID name. So I just say that my name is Brandon Tan. Okay, my organization is PCK Private Limited. Okay, and then PCK Private Limited again. Country, I just put SG, Singapore. Okay, email address, put in your official email address. I just created. So what I've done is I've created a digital ID for myself. Okay, using this digital ID, okay, this is actually the digital ID that I've created. I can actually create the digital signature. So under here, there's the standard appearance of the digital signature actually looks like this. It doesn't look like the transparent logo, the transparent stamp together with my signature. Okay, but what you can do is you can actually create your own capture. Okay, like what I did, previously. Or again, if you are starting this from scratch, you can actually click a new button here and you can import the graphic. Okay. So what happens is that you can actually, this is the part where I tell you, you just need to take a piece of white paper, use a good pen, sign your name on it, and then use a Canon scanner to scan it into the computer, okay? So once you have scanned it, whether it is a PDF file or whether it's a JPEG file, you'll be able to browse to it, okay? And when you find your document, okay, this is the signature that you want, okay, just click OK, and it will automatically be chosen as your signature. Okay, so this is the place where you can remove, these are the, configure the text that shows up together with the digital signature. So to me, I do not want all these things. Okay, so I just uncheck all this portion. Okay, and then I just click next. Okay, so here I can do a little bit of fine tuning to the size. Okay, so obviously I didn't crop this out very nicely, so I don't want to use this. Okay, let me just use back the original one that I've created. Okay, this is a better one. Okay, so I've cropped it nicely. Okay, so now once I click next, I've just created this digital ID. So when I do this, okay, and I click sign, I'm effectively signing the document. Okay, so this is how I create a digital signature. And when I create this digital signature, okay, it will allow me, you see this tick over here, this tick actually shows that the signature certificate is valid, okay? So when I save this document, okay, and then I try to open this document on another platform, for example, another application, okay? So I open with Adobe Acrobat Reader, okay? So this will be something that is more, I would say, familiar to some of you guys, okay? Adobe Acrobat Reader. This is a free software that you can install on your computer, okay? So when you do that, it will also have the signature that I've imprinted onto it, okay? Let me just scroll down. You see that this signature is actually here, okay? So I can validate the signature, and then when I right click and validate the signature, it will show me that the signature is actually valid and is signed by Brandon Tan together with my email address. This document has not been modified since the signature was applied, and this document is signed by the current user, okay, which is because I'm opening this file myself, so it recognizes that I'm the current user. So it will show this line, okay? Otherwise, it will show a different line, okay? So you can go on to the signature properties and you can see how this document, the validity summary, the signer's information, okay? So the date stamp and the time stamp of the signature as well. So this, in essence, is a good way to help you to manage your digital signature, okay? To make sure that the document is authorized and it's signed by the right person that you want to sign. So this is a good way for you to manage your own internal documents. But I understand that there are some instances where you guys will ask about, what about external documents that I want to sign? Obviously, you can use this method of signing the document as well. You can create a digital signature. In my last webinar, I explained to you that I can turn this form into a fillable form. Okay, so if you miss that, I actually have it recorded and uploaded onto Vimeo as well. So if you want, you can do a recap from there. But otherwise, you can create this form into a PDF form and you can send it to the third-party company. And the third-party company, when they open up the file, they will be able to do imprint their own digital signature if they have the right software to do so. Even for Microsoft the Adobe Acrobat Reader, right now, the free version has the ability to do signing already. But first of all, you need to imprint. You need to set that this is actually a document for you to print, for you to sign. Okay, so that can be done. But obviously, a lot of people will ask us about the legality of this. Actually, in fact, one of the participants in the previous webinar also mentioned about the legality of this. So I want to reiterate to you, legality is something that is very, I would say, okay, I'm not a lawyer by profession. Definitely, I'm not a lawyer by profession. So I cannot tell you for sure. But according to our Canon's own legal firm or legal team, okay, what they have mentioned to me is that as long as you have the proper audit trail and audit control, okay, over the documents. And then it will actually be sufficient for you to prove that the document is actually valid, okay? So it is on the counterparty side to prove that, you know, whatever audit trail or audit process that you have done is actually not correct or incorrect, or it has been tampered with, okay? So that is up to the different parties to argue their case. So on our end here, we do have solutions that is able to provide you a third party, what do you call it? Third party audit trail process, okay? And this is done by DocuSign, our partner, okay? So Canon actually represents DocuSign as well. So you'll be happy to know that all our account managers will be able to assist you to implement DocuSign into your company if you are looking into a more comprehensive and secured way of securing your documents and ensuring that it's signed. So without further ado, I will get my colleague, okay, JY, he will explain to you what DocuSign is about. JY, over to you.